Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kylie, otherwise known as Moonsong Magic over on Instagram. If you're new here, welcome, it's nice to have you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss a video coming up. This is the start of a wonderful series. This whole series is about crystals. This was inspired by the Magic Crafters video. She posted one a couple of weeks ago where she spoke about different props and things that you can use in your mermaid gigs and to enhance your mersona. So I'm going to link her video so that you guys can have a look and see what she had to say. And today I'm going to focus just on crystals. Okay, so we're going to talk about what different kinds of crystals there are. I'm going to talk about what their properties are to help inspire you. I've got my handy grimoire that I've created that's got all of my crystal information inside, and I've also got my crystal code book on the side here so that we can look at the information and see what else we can talk about with regards to the crystals. And I'm very excited to do the series, so I think it'll be 2 or 3 parts, I'm unsure. So today I'm going to do 4 crystals and then I'll do another 4 and let's see how far we go. I've got quite a lot of crystals, but I think I'm going to use my showpieces for these videos so you guys can really see how gorgeous they are. And if you guys are interested, I can look up more crystals for you and tell you what their properties are to help incorporate into your mersona. Once I've done with this series, I'm interested in doing the same thing but for seashells, because as much as crystals have magical properties, so do seashells, and they have their associations with certain ideas and concepts. So what I'll do is once I finish this series, I'll research the seashells for you and I'll present it in a video just to give you a little bit of lore, a little bit of background, to just really create some really believable details about where you're from and the magical mermaid world that you exist in. Okay, so without further ado, let's have a look at some crystals. Alright, so the first crystal that we're going to be speaking about is going to be the amethyst. And I'm going to insert a shot where you can see some nice close-ups about the amethyst. The amethyst is my favorite stone because it is my birthstone. So I have a special connection with an amethyst. And it's a beautiful color, obviously. Talking about the amethyst is an ultra calming crystal that can untangle your overactive thoughts so that you have a better view of what's really happening in the right here, right now. This one is for the overthinkers, the drama queens, and the hotheads. So that's a very interesting extract from Crystal Code. You can buy this book. It's absolutely gorgeous if you want to also read up more about the crystals and their abilities. Looking at my grimoire where I used to create all of my little magical, metaphysical ideas inside here. The amethyst will guard against psychic attack. Someone's trying to impose on your thoughts. You know, you can use this to ward off the evil sirens out there trying to mess with your mind. It transmutes negative emotions into love. It assists with focus, insights, and intuition. So what an absolutely stunning gem. And so if you have this in your mersona, there's different ways that you can talk about it. You can say that this is your protection against the sea sirens that are out there, and also you can use this stone as a gift for someone who's going through a hard time, and you can give it to them and it takes anything that's bad in their life or their bad emotions that they have and it transforms it into something more positive. So there's a nice idea. It's one of the most amazing stones to have. So just as in your general collection, they can come in basically like this beautiful crystal form, or you can buy tumbled stones that are also, you know, tumbled amethyst stones, which are probably a lot cheaper and a lot more cost effective. But maybe if you can get little amethyst chips like so, which are pretty cheap, and you can hand these out to the kids as little gifts during a party, that also will go down really well. So there you go, there's the amethyst. Okay, so let's talk about a crystal ball. Obviously crystal balls can come in different shapes and sizes. I think the Magic Crafter had one like this in her video as well, and crystal balls are just incredible to play with. The kids will love to hold it and run it between their hands, but again, be very careful. I have had someone drop this and it's left a little chip, which is absolutely heartbreaking. A good thing is I can't find it right now, but it's really, really small, but it is there, and that will damage the properties of your stone if that's what you're interested in. It's cool always to the touch like the ocean, so the kids will really like that idea. So you can play around with this quite a bit. Quartz abilities are vast. They help expand your consciousness, opens communication, and stimulates the chakras, brings clarity to the mind, eliminates blockages, and allows energy to flow. And you can say that you can tell fortunes, and you can see into the oceans and see the future. So that's quite a nice idea to work with the crystal. You know, sometimes you can ask the kids to look inside the crystal and perhaps see what they can see, and tell you if they can see sea foam or sparks of light or galaxies far away. So that's a lovely idea to work with a crystal ball. Alright, the next stone I'd like to talk about is the rose quartz. Absolutely gorgeous. You can get rose quartz in so many different sizes as well. So here are some rose quartz chips that you can purchase for the kids, which are really cheap. They can come in tumbled stones as well. You can get them on pendants. Okay, so these are absolutely stunning. Sorry, the light is making them look a little bit paler than they actually are, but a rose quartz is an absolutely gorgeous stone to work with. Getting a large crystal obviously is far more impressive. I've got a pointed one here, and the rose quartz, as you can imagine, is a romantic stone. But romantic doesn't necessarily mean you need to attract the love of another. It means you can learn how to love yourself a little bit better. So I think it's an absolutely wonderful stone to give kids, because teaching them self-love is probably the most important thing that you can share with them. So the rose quartz, it fosters empathy, reconciliation, love, and forgiveness. It lowers your stress levels and tension in your heart. It clears your anger, jealousy, and resentment. So with this particular stone, what I can do, because it's got a little point, I can give little love kisses and they can feel the little point go against their cheeks. You can say, Cupid used the stone to pierce your heart, to make you fall in love with somebody else, and now you're on land trying to find that sailor, and you can ask them, do they know who the sailor is? And this is the stone that pierced the heart, pierced your own heart, and now you need to give it back to him so that you guys can fall in love again. So you can create so many great stories working with the rose quartz. And perhaps it was given to you by the love fairies and you're trying to find the correct sailor to give it to, or perhaps if someone's, you know, being a little bit down in the dumps, you can just kind of run the point against their hands, run it against their face, just to, you know, give them a little bit of love and to ease their suffering. So a beautiful stone to work with. The next crystal, which is absolutely incredible, is the selenite. Look at that magical shimmer. It basically looks like it's a moonbeam. So the word selenite comes from the word Selene, which also means the moon. So you can say that you've got some magical moonbeams captured into this crystal, and that you can use it to spread your magic around the mermaid kingdom. So for Moonsong magic, this is the stone that I really do enjoy. So physical healing, it's believed to calm hyperactivity, so just to calm your mind, balance any hormones, and it connects you to your third eye and sacral chakras, as well as the crown chakra. So another thing that you can say about the selenite is that it's a high vibration crystal, so you can use this to connect to your higher self, to your higher being. The other way that you can interpret this in the mermaid world is that you can use this to communicate or open the channels with the other mermaid fairies. Okay, because the fairies live in a different plane and a different frequency, or the angels, and you can use the selenite to use the language of the moon to communicate with them. So you kind of like use it like a different kind of shell phone, as you guys might say. But it's a wonderful stone to allow the kids to look at. One warning is, please do not allow the stone anywhere near the water. It is a very brittle stone, as you can see just by handling it. You know, I've got little pieces coming off, so generally try not to allow the kids to touch it too much, okay? And don't allow it near the water. It is truly magical, but it's fragile, okay? But there you go, there's the selenite. Alright everybody, that ends part 1 for crystal magic in the Mermaid Kingdom. So I really had fun making this video, and I'm looking forward to recording the next 4, but you're going to have to wait for that one. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more, please don't forget to comment down below and tell me if this was useful for you. Which of the 4 stones that I showed today were your favorites? And once I finish the stone series, I'll have a look at doing seashells as well and talking about their magical properties. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll chat to you next time. Bye!